Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week ahead. Keeping in mind these are general readings and may not resonate for everyone, so make sure to check out your other placements for a more complete message. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you can find the link for that in the description below. Okay, my friends, let's get started and see what is the current energy around the week ahead for Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is the energy for the week ahead for Aquarius here? Okay. All right, bottom of the deck is Conflict and Chaos in reverse. And coming out here for you, we see Fork in the Road, Treasure Island, the Fates, and Time to Go. Okay, my love, there is something here, Aquarius, that may have run its course and there's nothing left for you to learn from it. This Time to Go card, when it shows up, it can often be a sign that there's nothing left for us on this path. And if it's over, it's over, and that's okay. Something is no longer of service to you. And this could take the shape of many things, depending on what you're currently focused on. If you're focused on a certain relationship or a certain experience or a certain dynamic, you know, it's like there's nothing left for you to do here or to experience in this situation, and you're being called to move towards something else. Now, the issue with this calling that's moving you to something else is that I feel like you're feeling a certain level of indecision here, because you maybe aren't ready to let go of this, or maybe you're still thinking, I still need to hang on to this for some reason. Sometimes when we're compelled to hang on to things that, deep down we may realize it's over, we're hanging on because we've got this sort of idea of attachment and we can't release ourselves from that attachment just yet. And that could be what's causing this fork in the road, indecisive quality. It feels to me like what's at the root of this is something, you're looking for a way to restore order. Whatever has ended here has left you in a state of chaos. And things are getting reordered now. Things are realigning. You're at a place now where things have been stirred up so much that they have to be given sort of an opportunity to get into order. And as things are reordering and realigning, this is actually very positive, because this is taking you towards your highest good. Once we end a cycle and it causes a bit of chaos in our lives, it could be because you're aligning to something new. And when I look at the other cards you've got here, you're aligning to something that's going to bring you a lot of pleasure and a lot of joy. And seeing Treasure Island here for you shows me that this is really serving your highest good. And even if you might feel a little bit lost in terms of what to do now that this other cycle is over, you're actually attracting a lot of stuff right now that's going to lead to abundance that seems to sort of appear from nowhere. But we know where it's appearing from. It's coming from your energy. And it's almost like you've uncovered the map to your unlimited potential when I see this card. And it's almost like we're not quite there yet. You've discovered the map, but now you're directionally challenged right now. You've got this map and you're still hanging on maybe a little bit, but whatever happened and whatever ended, let me reassure you that it was fated. You completed a contract somehow. Somewhere along the lines, you've completed an arrangement or a contract with another soul, or in an experience. Something has come to an end, and I feel like you're still trying to get your bearings from this ending. It created a lot of shift in your energy and in the energy around you, and it feels like it's opening you up to be able to do something that's going to lead to a lot of abundance. And everything is reorganizing around you right now to get you there. You're feeling a little lost maybe when I see this card in reverse, the fork in the road, but trust that this is all reorganizing to get you somewhere that feels like you've attracted a lot of abundance and prosperity and security, and it's all destined and fated. So it's happening to some degree because of other things that are falling into alignment. You know what I mean? And you might not be, you're not in control of those other things. So let's have a look at the tarot cards and see what messages Aquarius needs to hear most at this time. Yeah, there goes the Three of Swords flying off camera, and the Three of Wands. So you have been separated from something. It's ended. And I feel like that ending has, you're still getting your bearings from that ending. It feels fresh. And there's the Three of Wands. So you might not be expecting, that's why I say it's coming out of nowhere. You're not expecting this to happen. You're feeling the sense of loss right now very greatly. Very greatly. You feel a sense of loss and a sense of, again, trying to get your bearings after being separated and feeling lost and not trusting that this is actually bringing you towards something that will lead to a lot of abundance. Seeing the moon on the bottom of the deck says that there could be fear and anxiety surrounding this. And again, sadness, a lot of emotional sadness here. You're dealing with, you got 2 3s and 2 5s. So yes, you're evolving. Yes, this path is opening you up. And is it causing some chaos? Absolutely. Was it at the result of loss? Yes. So something ended. There is a physical feeling of loss and an emotional feeling of loss. And this feeling here that you can't possibly imagine something moving forward that would feel good again. So it's very raw. You've got Swords, Wands, Pentacles, and Cups. You've got one card from every suit, 2 3s, 2 5s. So on the mental and sort of energetic level, your will, those masculine energies are unable to imagine coming out of this. And then your feminine energies here, your Pentacles and your Cups, are feeling this on a physical level and an emotional level on a very deep way. And so you're in the midst of this. This is happening now. It's too raw for you to imagine moving out of this. You're still getting your bearings from this loss, Aquarius. And I feel like there's the moon still on the bottom of the deck for you. It's bringing in a lot of fear, but it's also bringing in a lot of transformation. You just can't see it because it's nighttime, right? And the moon is that feminine energy guiding you in the dark. And when we're being guided by the feminine energy, we have to rely on our intuitive senses to help us navigate. But I feel like right now you're at a place where it feels like it's insurmountable. Like you don't feel like this is going to get better. You will recover from this loss. It was fated. You and whatever it was that ended, again, because it's a general reading, it could be a myriad of things. But it's like you completed your contract. You completed the arrangement that you made to do the work that you did together, whatever that was, whatever this was that ended. It was the right time. It happened in divine timing. When I see that fated card, the fates, this was karmic. This was fated. This was destined. This was prearranged. This was a contract that ended at the time that it needed to end so that you could be opened up to something else. And I know that's not something that right now you're going to be able to process because you're focused on the loss right now, which makes sense. You're healing from the loss. But as I part the deck, look what we see, the Fool and the Eight of Cups. So ultimately you will feel the strength to walk away and start a new beginning, because whatever's ended here, you understand it's over and it's time for a new beginning. It's just going to take a minute for you to get there. But I feel like that's where you're moving towards. But maybe it's going to take some time, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're healing. You're recovering from this loss. And I feel like oh, that card really wants to come out. Okay, let's take it. I didn't feel like the deck was quite shuffled yet, but it's the Hangman in reverse. So it's time to surrender to this and accept it. And you will. You're just looking at things from a different perspective right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it does feel like eventually you're going to feel this Ten of Cups happiness again. This has ended to open you up to something, and I feel like it's coming in bit by bit. Even though you're not quite ready for it, it's right here, this new beginning. And it's interesting because I feel like everything is going to be okay. You've got the moon on the bottom of one deck and the sun on the bottom of the other deck, Aquarius. So everything is going to be in balance. The path is going to be illuminated for you. You won't feel indecisive or lost for long. I think you're only going to feel lost because right now all the energy is reorganizing itself around you and things are realigning. And when things realign, it can be very uncomfortable. And right now you're healing from this loss on a physical and an emotional level, on a mental level, and even your motivation. That needs time to recharge as well. But seeing the sun on the bottom of the deck and the moon on the other deck, that really tells me that things are going to be okay. Things are coming into balance for you. And the path that you feel lost on is going to receive illumination. You will find your bearings. You will find the path ahead. And I feel like it's leading you to that treasure island. And it's bringing in that Ten of Cups and this Ace of Pentacles, where a new beginning will take place. Very interesting, Aquarius. But coming at a time where I know you're dealing with the departure, the ending, and you're processing it on all levels. Swords, Cups, Pentacles, and Wands. Your whole psyche is processing this. Your physical self, your energetic self, and there is a message here of embracing this journey. I'm going to read you that message. We see Voyage on the bottom of the deck. So it makes me feel like we're seeing this embracing card because, you know, it's interesting. It's like we have to embrace things, even the things that hurt us, and we have to embrace all of life, right? And when it overflows with emotion and we feel very uncomfortable with things that have happened, we have to trust that something unseen or unknown is rising up within us. And when we see this embracing card, it reminds us that right now the emotions are either overflowing or not flowing at all. And that embracing the times that seem uncertain and embracing the things that seem sort of cloudy and unknown around us will result in a greater expansion ultimately, which is what this whole reading is saying, that even though you've made it to the end of one journey and things right now at this ending seem very murky and uncertain and you're not sure what direction to take, this is actually guiding you to embrace all your emotions, because greater prosperity and fertility are flowing into your life. And if you feel blocked, if you feel like you can't embrace this, then, you know, it feels like then you will spend some time in that feeling of being lost. It will be a little bit longer. It's almost like if you can't embrace this feeling now, then this will just remain until you're ready. I do feel like you're ultimately going on a voyage here. And this could be a physical voyage, like you could actually be going on a trip, or you could just be taking a voyage into a new part of yourself that is, unknown to you at this time. It's a departure from the comfort zone that has ended. Whatever this was that came to an end tells me that it was a time where you felt very comfortable, and you weren't, it's almost like you weren't ready for it to come to an end. You weren't ready for it to come to an end, and its ending has shaken you. It's caused some chaos and conflict in your life, and some uncertainty and some doubt about moving forward. But this reading is so full of the divine, and this idea that you've completed a cycle or a relationship or a time has completed right on time. So if that brings you comfort, I hope that brings you some comfort, because everything is moving exactly how it needs to move. And this ending is really going to open up a new beginning for you. It's illuminating a new beginning. And it's bringing you to a place where you're being guided to really embrace the whole thing, the whole experience on all levels. I love that you got one of each suit, right? Seeing the swords, wands, pentacles, and cups come through for you as your 4 tarot cards, with the moon on the bottom, and then seeing the sun on the other deck. That really tells me that this is going to work out. This is going to balance out for you, and you won't feel this pain. I feel like you're feeling pain on all levels. Every part of yourself is in pain right now. The emotions, the physical, the mental, and your motivation is you're not able to see a future right now. You're not able to see ahead of this loss. But it's going to reveal a new path to you, Aquarius. It's coming. Trust in that. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading, Aquarius. I hope it's been helpful and resonated for you, and I look forward to reading for you again very soon, my friends. Take care. Sending you so much love and light.